Hi everyone, in this video I will talk about two incredible productivity tools. I'm talking about PowerToys and ZoomIt. These tools are available for Windows, and ZoomIt is now implemented and embedded in PowerToys, the version 0.88. All you need to have just this tool, PowerToys, and then you are going to enjoy the power of ZoomIt as well, taking your productivity to the next level. Okay, stick around, I'll show you how you can use it. Let's go! Here I am in the website of Microsoft, where Microsoft PowerToys is available. First thing to do, of course, is install PowerToys. You can install PowerToys by following the instruction here and by clicking on this button. By the way, you have also an alternative approach. You can open the Microsoft Store, type PowerToys, and then the app shows up. You can even install it from there. It's time to open PowerToys. Once you installed it, you will find in the system tray a new icon. There we go, PowerToys, version 0.88. Let me open this one and let me maximize this window. So you may notice coming in this latest and greatest version of PowerToys, this new button if you are doing an update, and finally if you scroll down you will find ZoomIt. Clicking on this one, you are going to have a description about ZoomIt, which is now embedded. Both tools are open source, PowerToys and ZoomIt. ZoomIt is now included in PowerToys, so all you need to do is just install this tool to enjoy all ZoomIt capabilities. Here you can turn on ZoomIt by pressing here this toggle button, and then you can also influence the behavior by turning on the icon in the system tray. And then if you scroll down, you can start to explore the functionality of ZoomIt. Alright, let's start with the first one, which is the zoom. So here you have a bunch of combination that you have to use to turn on zoom. Then you can influence the zoom in and zoom out if you want, and then even the magnification, the level of magnification. So let's keep it as is. Once you have zoomed in, you have the ability to move the wheel of your mouse, and you can even use the arrow keys to move around the portion that you are zooming. Then you can even press Ctrl+C to save what you are seeing. So let's do that. Let me type Ctrl exclamation mark, and as you can see, I'm now zooming. I'm using my mouse to move around the area, so to highlight the part that I want to do. Now I'm using the wheel of the mouse so I can zoom in or zoom out, and then I can of course use even my arrows keys if I want. So let's now try to press Ctrl+C or directly Ctrl+S, and this now give me the chance to save this as image, so I can go directly on downloads, and now this is saved. Pressing ESC or the right button of your mouse will bring you back. Different use case we have if you want to have live zoom. This means that if you want to zoom something that is changing in real time, loading spinner, or you are running a Windows update, or any other updates that you are running on any other tool, you are able to watch it and explore it using live zoom. To do that, you have now my favorite one, draw. This function is absolutely amazing if you are running a presentation or if you are delivering an important speech. So in Microsoft Teams, for example, in Zoom or any other collaboration and calling tool. By using this one, you can draw lines, arrows, rectangles, whatever. So you can choose you have control of your pen, you can choose the width of your pen, you can adapt the color if you want. So, but let me do in a demo in practice. Let me press the combination Control double quote, and now that I pressed this, so basically I am moving over an image. We can imagine that it's working as in this way. So now if I keep pressed the Control key, I can design a rectangle. If I press the Shift key, I can design a line very well, so I can start doing something more advanced if I want, like that. If I press both Control and Shift, what I can do is something very cool. I can draw an arrow, so I can point out to a specific section of the page. So this is pretty cool if you want to focus in your presentation on a specific image or a specific description, so the users will follow you easily. Okay, now if you want to go back, in this case you have to press ESC. Let's go forward with type. In the previous capabilities, you have even the ability to add text if you want. You can type with your keyboard and add and attach to the screen labels. Now here you can influence the font if you want. And DemoType, this is especially useful if you want to type text doing a demo without using your keyboard. So let's say that you prepared a demo for some users, for some developer. In my case, I have this text. I'm just using OneNote. I'm just using the notepad. So I've written here my text. I could write everything I want, but using the syntax described to take advantage of this capability, I'm now able to showcase this part, this definition, sort list, and so on. So now let me set this file as the source of my demo. Let me set this txt file, and then I can run this once I'm ready by pressing Ctrl/. Now I will open Visual Studio Code, because here I will run my demo. And I have opened now a new tab, and here I'm going to keep pressing now Ctrl/, and whatever I'm going to type now, the text will appear automatically, handled by ZoomIt. Assuming that you are doing a session or a presentation, you want to display in Teams, for example, a timer, a countdown when your session is going to start, or if you have a coffee break, you can have 5 minutes as a break. So here you can set this timer. Here you can decide minutes, show time elapsed after expiration. You can play a sound when it expires. You can select what kind of file do you want to use, the timer opacity, center. You have other options here available. Now let's say that I want to run as is. So I'm going to press Control and then the symbol here that we can see in Systool, and now the timer is started, so we can see the countdown running. This is particularly useful, as I said, if you have a coffee break in your session, or if you just want to have a countdown before your presentation starts. Now another incredible and useful capability, which is the screen recording. So here you have a bunch of options. You can decide the scaling, you can have a capture audio input if you want, you can decide which microphone you are going to use, and now probably this will not work for me because I'm already screen recording my monitor. So I'm going now to try to press Control, percentage, and now theoretically I'm recording, but now when I end the recording I should see an error showing up. Let me press again Control, percentage, and here we go. So I had got this error because as I said, I am already screen recording my monitor. But when you finish it to record, then ZoomIt will ask you where do you want to save the file. And now the very last one, which is the ability to copy a specific region of your screen and add it to your clipboard. I will not run this one because I'm screen recording and you will not see anything here, but it works like the snipping tool in Windows. So you are going to have an area highlighted and then this will be automatically save it in your clipboard. We have seen the marvelous PowerToys and ZoomIt in action together. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If yes, please consider to subscribe. Add a comment down below writing Windows if you want to see more video like this one. I will understand you. Alright, I hope to see you next time. Bye.